Hi everyone, here I am again. Papa and I are in quarantine right now, from now until after his surgery on Wednesday, and so it's going to be quiet here, so I'm just going to kind of keep busy. And so I want to try something here. I don't know how it's going to work out because I don't know how it's going to work out. That's why, because so, but I want to make a scene, and so I have myself a placemat. I just love my fabric placemats because it gives you like a foundation to start something with, and it's of a heavy. This one's kind of quilted, and it's like a nice size. When I go to the thrift shops, I haven't been to one in a while, but when I go to the thrift shops, I look for things. I always look at the placemats because they can be used for so many things. And then here I have next to me I have, let me see if I can show you without, I have this here bin, and it is just a bin full of scrap fabrics, just beautiful. I wish I could fit in that bin. I'd sleep in them scraps. But okay, that's what I've got right there. Put this back over here now. There. Okay. Now, so I'm just going to pick through these scraps and find things that maybe I want to use, like colors that maybe I want to use. And so this will take me a while to dig through. There's such beautiful, beautiful pieces. And I'm not sure. Like I say, I don't know exactly what I want to use. But like this, that's a pretty color. And oh, these are pretty. So I want, oh, isn't that pretty? Okay, so I don't know yet what's going to happen with these, but I'm going to see what it is that happens with this. Let me tell you at the beginning, I'm not going to sew any of these down right now, because what I'm going to do is I want to, I love this fabric right here. This is beautiful. Okay. Kind of almost looks like it could be water. It could be water. And so I'm just going to take scraps and I'm going to just start shaping them somehow. All right, so what if I put this right here? Put that right there. Okay. And let's see. That'll be enough of that's beautiful fabric right here. Then this green, I thought, get that white off the bottom of that green. Some green. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll tell you in advance. I'm going to create the scene first, and then I might not even like it. I don't know. Then I probably wouldn't even then I might not even post it. Well, if you're seeing it, that means I posted it. And so, so, you know, if you're doing something like this, you don't have to have a plan. You don't have to have a plan in advance. You just kind of see what happens when you start layering. Just see what happens. That could be water, but then it could be something else. You never know. You never know till you get it done, till you're finished. Oh, but what I'm going to do is, when I get all my pieces down, then I'm going to cover the whole thing with tulle, white tulle. And then I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and quilt. So now I might put some of these pieces down and then take them back up again. I don't know. I really, really do not know. Let me kind of press this piece. They're just all wadded up in my scrap bin, so yeah, they get all wrinkled. So this is kind of tough for us right now because my son just came into town yesterday. He came into town yesterday from Arizona. We're in Florida. And he basically came because he wanted to see his granddaughter. He just turned into a grandpa just 3 months ago. And so he wanted to see the darling child that made him a grandpa. And so he's over at his son's house right now. But he can't come and see us until Thursday because we have to be in quarantine. And this wasn't planned when he first planned his trip, you know. But we had to take the time allotted for us for Papa to get his surgery, which turned out to be this week. So then we kind of really didn't even have a choice, but that's okay. We'll, my son will go see other family members and such up until he can come over here on Thursday, depending on what time we get home from the hospital, because we have to stay overnight. I say we because I'm going with him. I'm going to go with him because I ain't leaving him there alone. I'm not going to leave him there alone at all. So, and so I am really looking forward to seeing him. Mainly, though, I am looking forward to seeing my granddaughter. My granddaughter Renee, she will turn 15 while they're here because her birthday is on the 10th. And my son's birthday is on the 8th, and then hers is on the 10th, and on the 10th she'll be 15. And so I'm going to just love seeing her. Bless her heart. I'm just going to love seeing her, my girl. So, so yeah, so this is my busy work here. I just want to be busy. I want to be busy right now while we are in quarantine. And, see, I say we, you know, it's not just Papa, we are a team, so we do everything together. So I'm not going to leave him alone up at the hospital, and we've already found that there's no problem with me staying there while he's there. So I'm packing my little ditty bag. We're calling it our honeymoon. I want to make sure I have crafting stuff with me, which I'm going to stick with with crocheting, not crocheting, but knitting, yarn fabrics, yarn projects. One of the things I'm making for family members is scrubbies, and so I've got all the stuff for the scrubbies in my, and I just do them on a loom, on just a hand loom, and so I have that stuff that I'm taking with me. And then of course my telephone and my Kindle, so if I want to watch videos or if I want to whatever, you know what you do with a Kindle with the Kindle and with, you know, with the telephone. Oh, the telephone. And I've got my aspirin cream too to put on my arthritic fingers. Gosh, this one's been giving me so much trouble lately. But I ain't letting it beat me down, I'm telling you. It ain't beat me down. I'm stronger than the arthritis. It's just one of those beautiful things you get along with this aging thing. So look at how this looks like the sky, sort of, maybe. And who knows, I might get this going so far and then just change my whole mind. You never know. You just never know. So I'm just going to cut little shapes, and maybe they're good shapes and maybe they're not so good shapes. But I'm getting them anyway. This is kind of cloudish here. Okay, let's see how that looks. Let me go ahead and give those a little press too. Somebody asked me on my last video what iron I have. This is a Rowenta First Class, it says. And it's just a small travel iron, and I really like this one too. I really like this iron. And well, I had another iron that was gifted to me, and I used that one until it quit working, and I fell in love with it because of its size. And so, but it quit working. I don't think I want that seam in there. It quit working, and probably because of the operator error, because I oops, didn't want that piece. I wanted the piece I threw back in there. Where'd it go? Oh, good grief, I just threw it in there. All right, let me get another one. I say operator error because I would forget to turn it off at night, and I think it just, you know, they can only take so much abuse and neglect, and so it finally bit the dust. And so since I was already kind of really attached to having a small iron, I got myself another one. I got this one. And although now I've learned my lesson, and I make sure it's turned off at night. And as long as it's turned off at night, it should last me a good little while. There you go. Look at that. See, it's beginning to look really nice, I think. Now, let's see where we go from here. You know, I kind of look at the colors and kind of go with keep digging at the bottom because, of course, the bottom, of course, all the best colors are at the bottom. Now look at this. I like this. Kind of a gingham plaid. That's nice. Let's see what that turns out to be. Okay, let's see. Let's see where I can put these now. I like that. I like that a lot. And okay, around this piece a little bit over here. And this is what I do. Like I say, I don't teach, I show you what I do. And maybe you can get some ideas of something that you can do with your scraps. I just love scraps. Now this, in this bin here, I've got some larger scraps. Then I have another bin that has got my smaller scraps that I call my crumbs. I have a bin full of them too. And other people like them too because I have offered them up on Etsy. And Etsy people have bought them from me and then rebought them from me. So I've always got my scraps posted on my Etsy, and usually that's all I have up there. Sometimes I have extra things up there, and because I sometimes put together kits and such. And yeah, I think I'm going to put this round this piece just a little bit. There we go. That little bit rounded right there. And then there's a piece showing right there, the piece. Now what I want to do, I've got kind of the whole background. I think I like this, how this looks. But then, where did I put this? I wonder if I've got any more of this. Because now I'm thinking about, let's see. Oh my gosh, you know what I'm thinking? I just thought of something. Okay. I'm going to, instead of, oh yes, I think I'll still use these two little bits, but I'm going to reach up here and get my burlap box. And because I think I want a piece of burlap. Let's see, ooh. That's a bag. Do I actually want to take that apart? Ooh, it's this. Oh my gosh. This. Okay, see, this is like a woven, it actually comes from a, it says it comes from Rocky Hill linen, flax. So this is some kind of a flax. Okay, so I'm going to cut a piece of this. And this, oh, this will be awesome. Now, if I put this over here, this is like, this could be like a building, a house, a barn, anything like that. Oh my gosh, now things are really popping into my head. And then could this piece then be like a little bit of a roof? A little roof for my little barn. Yes, it could. That could be like the little roof I just made. Okay, I'm not calling that a barn. Okay, now, there's a roof of my barn. Doesn't show up real good on the screen there, but I like it. And then with this same, oh man, look, this is burlap. Could that be a tree? Maybe a tree out of that brown. And maybe a little stump here and maybe a little stump next to it. Okay, now, ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah. This one here, no, let's see what's going on here. What's going on, Lizzie? No, all right. But maybe, oh, I'm getting to where I can't hardly iron on my picture. Oh, I can, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure I can. Now see, I can make now, yeah. A barn door is usually like the two doors together. A lot of times a barn door is like that. And let me check something else out here. I find this to kind of blend into the color a little bit, so I'm going to let me see. Let me pin this on here real quick so I can cut around it. See, I'm going to do this simply because of the frame, because of the, it kind of blends in. Then if it's framed with that brown, it kind of pops it a little bit. And I'm going to do the same with the doors, but with the doors, let me see, oh, I don't have a big enough piece of that dark brown burlap. Ooh, what is this? Oh, I don't know if the sewing machine would go over that. That's almost like wood. Man, that is pretty though. That would make a beautiful door. I don't know, maybe I'll have to hand, I really like this, so I think I'm gonna switch and put this right here. I like that, and if I have to, I will just hand stitch this part. Okay, Maybe I want that to be up there to be a chimney. Now, I wonder if I have a piece of like a bright, like a yellow. I'm thinking like a yellow, or this might work. If I have just a small piece of this, I want to make a window. Okay, let's see. You know what? I think I have to pull this down a little bit more. Give me more space up here for its window. For its window, there we go. Now, my tree, look at that tree. But my tree needs to have a little life in it here, a little life. Let's see. Hi, sweetie. A little bit. Okay, let me see.
Looks like we inherited a dog.
We inherited a dogwood.
I'm going out to the road and back.
Okay, sweetie.
I shall be right back.
All right. Okay, let's see. Ooh, here's some more pretty. Wait a minute. This is pretty. This is real pretty. So what if I drop it in the floor? Oh, good grief, Elizabeth. Now I can't bend over and get it. Ooh, that shouldn't be in there. Okay, I'm going to have to bend and get that piece I just dropped in the floor because I love it so much. Okay. Now, so I want to go and cut this is fun. It's almost like you're painting. It's almost like painting. Let's see here. But instead of paint...
Did you pour yourself a cup of coffee and then leave it out there?
I guess I did. Thank you for bringing that to me. I do that a lot. Thank you, sweetie. You are kind. Papa takes good care of me. My poor memory and whatever is... I fixed myself a cup of coffee when I was out there and then didn't bring it back up here with me. Okay, now I throw them little scraps right back in. Right back in the bin. Okay, now kind of almost looks just like this piece that I put down there, but I like that piece down here too. And it doesn't matter. Put this under here. And then, let's see. Then from here, you know what I'm going to do with that? I have got this piece. See, I have bigger scraps in this bin, so these scraps are good. They're so good. I'm going to take this and put it on here. Then I'm going to pin that again like I pinned that other piece. Wait a minute, I don't want that. Okay, wait a minute, let's go like this. going to do that. Okay. Then I'm going to snip. You know what I think I want to do? I think I want to use my pinking shears. And I'm going to just pink around the tree. And that kind of frames it a little bit, and also there, and that's kind of neat and done with the, okay, oh yeah, that's better. It separates this part of color from the colors around, so it's really looking like a tree. Now, I wonder if I have a red in here. Something red, something red. Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. Uh-huh. Well, oh, that's red. I have this piece too. Yeah, I think I'd rather have this. I like fabrics with a little bit of print in them. So, and I'm just going to make some, I'm just going to grow some apples. Could they be apples? Red Delicious. They can be any kind of apples we want them to be. You see them? There we go. Now I'm going to put the apples. I wish you guys were right here with me, having a little cup of tea with me. And we can just talk and craft together and explore scraps together. And that would be fun. Put our ideas together of different things that you can do. Oops, I put that one on upside down. We could have an upside down apple. Okay, now let's see. There we go. We got apples. Apples just instantly grew on our tree. Now I have, oh, you know what I want to do? I have got some, look at this. This is like that. This is why it's good to have your stuff, oopsie, oopsie. You're just, all your stuff hanging around, because then, you know what, it makes it so much easier to reach things. So organization is overrated. Okay, so there, let's have some puffy clouds mixed in. Some puffy clouds there. Oh, we need another cloud. Cloud 9 is missing. Gotta have another cloud. And oh my gosh, how soothing it is, you know, especially when you have some cares going on right now, you know, like me and Papa, we got a little bit of cares going on right now. We're you know, we got faith enough to know that surgery is going to go well. He is 76 years old, you know, and oh, what I worry about mostly is the anesthetic. But I asked the doctor when we were there because I didn't know if they had to be if he had to put him completely under or whatnot. But the doctor said, no, not completely. He will have a local, no, they give him like some kind of a spinal something. And just a minute, I gotta reach up here for this drawer that's got all my farm fabric in it. I've got one little bin here that's got a lot of farm fabric in it. So what they're going to do is they give them this spinal thing, and no, this isn't scraps. They give them, where'd that other pair of scissors go? How did I lose them other scissors? Did I put them back in the thingy? No. Y'all see a pair of gold-handled scissors? Where the heck did I put them? They were right here. I've been using them. Well, I'll be oh, I put them back down with the. With the cloud fabric. Okay, let me see here. I'll take this Mr. Cow. Oh no, it's a Mrs. Cow.
I'm back.
Okay, sweetie. Okay, let me put that down there. See, now I'm going to have this little cow. And I'm not fussy cutting the whole cow, but I am just kind of getting the cow sort of cut. These are my favorite kind of cows right here. It's a Holstein cow. And that's the kind of cows we had when I lived on the farm. We had a dairy farm, and we had Holstein cows. Oh, and look, there's another one. It's a different one. I'm going to get this one too. Ouch. Need that one too. So, this one has her baby right there. Oh, this is beautiful. Thank you for this fabric. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Okay, let me put this one over here, closer by the barn, and this one right down here. Oops, here we go. Lost an apple. Okay, now, let's see, what other kind of animals are on this? Got little piggies, little ducks, little chicken. Let me see. Sheep. Okay. Let's go with the sheep. I'm going to go with the sheep. Okay, I'll go with the sheep. I love these. These are gorgeous. And if you make something like this and then somebody says to you, well, what are you going to do with it? You don't have to have an answer. You don't have to even have an answer. You can say, I don't know. I'm going to look at it and I'm going to love it. I'm going to look at it and I'm going to love it. And that's what you can do. look at it and love it. So, of all silly things to do with this is to use it for a placemat. And there, look, we have some sheep on our farm. Now, I wonder if I have some fabric in here that is just flowers. Let's see, now I'm gonna get all this stuff. I swear I make a big pile, of avalanche of stuff. Okay, I'm digging, and I'm digging, and I'm digging. I'm digging, and I'm looking for something with some kind of flowers. It has to be flowers. Patriots. Okay, because I'm thinking that if I could plant some flowers and some watermelon. Oh, there was a bigger piece of that wood. I can use that for something. How come I'm not finding flowers? No, I want flowers. I want them. I want them. I want them. Oh, here's some flowers. No, that's not flowers. Yeah, that's flowers. That is flowers. So what if I just cut out just a couple of these flowers? And I'm not really fussy cutting them. I'm just kind of, fussy cutting would mean that I would be cutting them exactly to the outline of the flower. And so these are not fussy cutted. And see, we need a little stem. This will be the stem. All right, now, so that's flowers. Gotta have some flowers. Gotta have some flowers. Okay, here I gotta iron that. Iron that flower. Don't you all always iron your flowers? Let's put some flowers. And then there we go. There we go. We got flowers. Oh, the watermelon. We want to just have a little piece of watermelon. Do you want a little piece of watermelon, Mr. Cow? Cows like watermelon. I mean, Mrs. Cow, sorry. And then Mrs. Sheep. How about a piece of watermelon for you too? Okay, now, we should have something up here. And, what would go? I'll just be digging here, just real quickly. I feel like something should be up there. Well, how about if we just make a flag? Yeah. What if we just put a... Does that match anything? No. But is it okay? Yes. It's fine. Need a flagpole. Flagpole. Here, see, I found a flagpole right here. Perfect flagpole. And we have a flag. The flag's too long. Let's give it a haircut. Give it a haircut. There. Perfect. Now, I am going to be... Now I'm going to be thinking... I'm never done. I am never finished. I'm never finished. I just thought of one more thing. One more little thing. One small little thing. Just a minute. And you'll see my little thing. Just a minute. Oh my goodness sakes. Oh gosh, there's a horse. I don't have any more room for horses. Oh, this fabric is so beautiful. No, I'm looking for a chicken. Looking for a smaller chicken. Let me see if I can find a small chicken. I'm looking for a small chicken. Well, this isn't a very small chicken, but it's a chicken. Oh my, oh, look at this. Look at this. I am just telling you, I'm going to get me a chicken. I'm not going to take my time looking to see which one I want because they're all beautiful. And so I'm going to get me a chicken. Harvesting me a chicken. All right. There, let me see. Give it a little press there. Oops. Here you go, Mr. Sheep. You can have your... Maybe I do need to... So you can eat that watermelon, Mr. Sheep. There you go. That's better. Mr. Cow, I'm gonna, I mean, why do I keep calling you Mr. Cow? You're definitely a Mrs. Okay, there's your watermelon. Okay. Now where were we at? Oh, the chicken. And so I am going to, I'm more fussy cutting this chicken than I did the little other animals, but the farm isn't a good farm unless it has a chicken. It has to have a chicken. Otherwise, how will there be any eggs? We've got apples. We have chicken, which will give us eggs. We have cows, which will give us milk. Got watermelon growing there. And the chicken is going to be way up here, roosting in the roof. Okay, and I think this is all I'm going to do. Now, what I do then, what did I bend? I hope I don't, let me talk loud just in case. Okay, I'm reaching down to get my tool. Okay, I got it. I don't think I let off any rocket sounds. So, oh, and this is just the perfect width. I have trouble cutting tool, so I just kind of wad it up and then cut me off a piece. Now, then I'm going to lay this whole piece of tool over the top, and it is perfect width. So I bought that roll of 12-inch tool. So now it's, this tool is all on the, okay, let me move my iron out the way. Okay, there we go. Don't forget to turn it off, Elizabeth. You know, I'm going to reach right over there right now and turn that off so I don't forget. There, it's off. Okay, now is what we're going to go with the straight pin. Oh, with the straight pins, and we're going to start pinning. And I'm pinning the tool and the fabrics and the placemat all together. And then what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to take it to the sewing machine. I'm not going to do that on the video because it'll take too much time, and I've already had you on here for 50 minutes. I can look right up there at the screen and see that you have been hanging out for 50 minutes. Okay, and then I'm putting a pin wherever there's, you know, like right here, I'm going right over that watermelon, and then it pins the watermelon, the sheep, the brown. And we're going to go up here to this flag and make sure that's pinned. And I'm going to put a new needle in my sewing machine before I sew this too, because I noticed my needle is getting a little dull. So then here I'm going to pin a couple of these apples, because if I have just maybe like 3 of them pinned, that'll hold, the tool then will hold the rest of them in place. Okay, and then we'll go here and make sure the chicken is not going to fly away. Oops, I moved my roof. Let me see if I can fix that a little bit. Oh, I better go on the flagpole here. And I'm going to go up here to the top, and I'm going to pin. I don't need as many pins up here because these are larger pieces. So, but I'm going to get each one of those fluffy clouds and pin. And when I stitch this on the sewing machine, I always use my thread that is multicolored. I'm almost out of that stuff. When I bought it, I bought 3 spools, and because I use it so much, I'm getting low on it so soon. Probably the first of the year, I'm going to order me some more, because I just do everything with my multicolored threads. Okay, so it looks to me like I have that, owie, don't poke your finger, Elizabeth. I have it all pinned. It's not going to go anywhere. So when I bring it to the sewing machine and start sewing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way around, and then around again inside, and then around again. So it'll be like a spiral, square spiral. And then that will hold everything down. And the stitching will give it even more, make it more artsy. So, and this is my farm. See, I really didn't have a plan before I started exactly what I was going to do. I kind of knew I was going to make a ground, and I knew I was going to make a sky, but I didn't know what I was going to do with the rest of it. And so, but it just comes to you. It'll just come to you. And so, so I won't keep you while I'm, did I unplug that? Yeah, let me put that down here because I unplugged that. Okay. So I am going to read you another Christmas. I'm loving reading my Christmas. Let's see, this one. Okay. Oh, I read that one. Let's go to this one then. The Priceless Gift of Christmas. Now Christmas is a season for joy and merrymaking, a time for gifts and presents, for giving and for taking, a festive, friendly, happy time when everyone is gay. But have we ever really felt the greatness of the day? For through the centuries, the world has wandered far away from the beauty and the meaning of the holy Christmas day. For Christmas is a heavenly gift that only God can give. It's ours just for the asking, for as long as we shall live. It can be brought, it can't be bought or bartered. It can't be won or sold. It doesn't cost a penny, and it's worth far more than gold. It isn't bright and gleaming for eager eyes to see. It can't be wrapped in tinsel or placed beneath the tree. It isn't soft and shimmering for reaching hands to touch, or some expensive luxury you've wanted very much. For the priceless gift of Christmas is meant just for the heart, and we receive it only when we become a part of the kingdom and the glory, which is ours to freely take. For God sent the Holy Child at Christmas for our sake, so man might come to know him and feel his presence near, and see the many miracles performed while he is here. And the priceless gift of Christmas is within the reach of all, the rich, the poor, the young and old, the greatest and the small. So take his priceless gift of love, reach out and you receive. And the only payment that God asks is just that you believe. And there it is, the priceless gift of Christmas. And so then, I'll put that so I'll know where the next one is. So I'm going to let it go at that. I'm going to sew this now, but I'll let you go. But I'll post a picture. When I'm finished with this, I'll post a picture on the group. The Scrap and Lizzie Unicorn group, I will post a picture of this when I'm finished sewing it. And I got a feeling that you're going to like it. So, okay. I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make. Keep you safe, keep you happy, keep you healthy. And I will see you on the very next video. God bless. God bless. Another hour-long video. Goodness me.